It's just a number. Game number 69 is tonight. Montreal on the road again tonight in Florida to take on. So tonight's a game where it's like you want them to win and you don't want them to win, right? Anyway, we'll see what happens. Panthers have beaten us twice already this season. So we'll see what happens with that. I will have I've got some game day news. I've got game preview. I've got the lineups in that preview. And I also have the guess the score contest. Guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game. You can pick that guy from either team. And you win the $10 cash prize if you are the first person in the chat with that guess. So that's very important. When you make a guess, check to see if somebody else has the same guess as you. And if they do, change it up. All right. I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, I guess I'll say hi to whoever's here, and then I'll do a little bit of game day news. Some of my game day news, I had it in the show last night on the Wednesday night show. But, not everybody that was there is here today, so I'm going to say some of it again, if not all of it, and there's a little bit extra as well. Who's here? Habs Guru. How's it going, Guru? 4-2. By the way, thanks for the dono. And if I missed a couple of those, I apologize. But thanks for the dono, buddy. 4-2 Habs. Kachuk with the first goal. Stan the Man. 6-3 Panthers. Barkov gets the first one. Harry Rice. 4-2 Canadiens. Drouin with the first goal. And only his second goal of the season if he gets that. I'll give you mine in a little bit. All right, what do we got for news? We'll just go with what I got here, right? I'm not going to make any of it up. Okay, so first off, Lane Hudson. Lane Hudson was named Hockey East's Rookie of the Year. So he's the Rookie of the Year over in the Hockey East. That's in the NCAA. There's other Lane Hudson news. I'll go with that now. So Lane Hudson and Sean Farrell, two Habs prospects, are in the running for the Hobie Baker Award. So there's the top 10 finalists, and they're both in there. If you can see that list clearly, I don't think that's like what place they're in necessarily, but those are the 10 finalists. I'll read them down. Cooley, Fantilli, Sean Farrell, Colin Graff, Lane Hudson, Matthew Nees, Devin Levi, Yaniv Peretz, Blake Piatella, and Jason, can't see it, Poland. And there you go. I don't know if they narrowed that down another to like 3, and then they named the winner, or they named the winner from those 10 directly. I don't know. Juraj Slafkovsky, if you are all wondering where he is back in Slovakia. What he's doing there is he's finishing his I wrote here high school education, but it's not that he's going back for classes. He's specifically taking his exams, his high school exams. So, good luck to him, and it's good on him to do that. I guess with the money he's going to make in his career, he doesn't really need it, but good on him to go back and do that. I don't know if that means he's not coming back at all this season, but I think they said that already, that he won't be coming back. So I guess that's why he's doing that. Jaden Struble was signed by the Habs. They signed him to a 2-year ELC. The reason it's 2 years is they didn't want to burn one this year. He'll be 22 before the next season starts. That means at that age, he has to sign only 2 years, not 3 years. What he has done is they've signed him to an AHL contract with the Laval Rocket. He's going to stay there for the rest of the season. So Jaden Struble has joined the club, essentially, signed with them, and he'll be joining the Rocket and playing there the rest of the season. Yeah, I got both of those. What else do I got? As a reminder, tomorrow night after the game, no, not tomorrow night, Saturday night after the game, that's Montreal and Tampa to take on the Lightning. Pete and I, and maybe even Matt, will be doing another post-game show, Life After Habs. Dog is into that as well. Okay, Ray, enough barking. Come on. She sees another dog out there. And, so please join us for that. That's tentatively 10:15, depending on exactly when the game finishes and all that, but basically a half hour after the game. So please join us for that. And it was at request of some of you guys. So, yeah, we're doing that pretty quickly. Draft lottery will be May 8th at 7 p.m. They announced that yesterday. And the draft itself, round one, is June 28th, and the rest of the rounds are June 29th. I'm not going to talk about that. Christian Dvorak finally updated. Christian Dvorak is now out for the season. He's out for the rest of the season with, I think it's a knee injury. I believe it's a knee injury. If not, it's something else, probably a shoulder. But he's gone for the rest of the year. And I kept mentioning that they hadn't updated. Well, now they did. Zero respect for the Blues goalie, Jordan Binnington. Like, this guy is the biggest crybaby. Did you see the fight? Marc-Andre Fleury wanted to fight him. And he wanted to fight back, but the refs wouldn't let. But what happened was one of the Wild players, I guess, after Binnington made a save, skating to the corner past his net, bumped into his pad. No big deal. Binnington went all apeshit crazy on him, and it's about time that stops. NHL suspended him for 2 games. Jordan Binnington, he is definitely by the winner this week of the Asshole of the Week award. I have no respect for this kid. I mean, he's just a big. You know what he reminds me of? That Philadelphia Flyer goalie. What's his name again? Can't remember his name. I hate him so much. I should remember his name. It's gone out of my head. I didn't write it down. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, what else do I got? I think that's it, actually. So there you go. NHL salary cap. Last thing. It's going to go up next year by $1 million. But Gary Bettman said he could get bumped up. They're not sure. You got to wait for all the revenues to come in to know what happened, how they did, and they might bump it up a little bit. How much by? He didn't specify that. And that's it. That's all I got. So we got about another 8 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that, till I do the preview. So talk to me in the chat. Let's see where I left off. I see an old name out there I haven't seen in a while. Munib, how's it going, my man? How's it going? It's been a while. Feels like it's been a long time. You'll say 4-2 for the Habs. Guryanov with the first goal. I like that. Jason LaRose, 4-2 Habs. Yeah, what do you got? Yeah, Jason, you got to change that because Munib was first with that. So if you win, he's going to get the money. Bayby has 4-2 Habs. Gooley, first goal. Filibuster, 7-6 Habs. Anderson, first goal. And Harry says it started alphabetically by last name. What? What? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Why am I missing you on that? I now got it. The Hobie Baker Award list. Okay, that's how they list it. Good. There you go. Jack. Hey, Jack. 5-4 Habs. Reinhardt for his goal. Huzu. I just hope they win or at least lay down the law. Last game against Panthers got them in my top 3 hated teams in one game. That's a hell of an accomplishment. I think I remember they were kind of dirty. We'll see what goes tonight. What he's doing there is fending off the ladies with a hockey stick. That's another thing. He went into the pile of wild guys, celebrate or whatever they were doing. Maybe they had just scored on him. That's why he was pissed off. I didn't see what happened just before. But he had a stick in his hand, and he hit them with it, sort of. Not bad, but I don't know. Anyway, they suspended him 2 games. Should have been 20. I'm only saying 20 because the guy's done this a bunch of times. It's, Where did I get the shirt that I am wearing? I'm wearing 2. One's a shirt, one's not. This is a Habs warm-up sweater. I got it at Tricolor in last summer. They were on liquidation, so I don't know if they still have any or if they have new ones or what. But yeah, I got it there, and the shirt got it the same place, and that's my Guy Lafleur t-shirt. Baby, did he have an operation on his knee, Dvorak? Well, there you go. Dvorak out after knee operation. Harry says Ryan Hartman actually scored on the play. So yeah, he was after Ryan Hartman. I knew that. So he scored on the play. Did he bump into? He bumped him, but on the pad. Like, I mean, I saw it. That's nothing to get excited about. It's Ron Hextall. That's the name. Yeah, he went all Ron Hextall on him, and I don't like Ron Hextall. Never did, never will. And so yeah, don't like Binnington either. If it was a serious run in, I get it. If you see it, and you probably have, sorry. Don't agree with you on that. Should have been nothing made of that. He should have just stood up, cry if he wanted to, but he should have kept to himself. Salary cap may go up by $4.5 million. No, that's off the books. That was if they had paid the escrow, they didn't pay the escrow off, so that's off the books. It's $1 million, and it may get bumped up by the NHL, unknown how much. But they took that $4.5 million off the table a little while back. Ryan, 5-2 Panthers. Kachuk first goal. Phil says Slav is fending off the ladies in Slovakia. I bet you he is too. I bet you he is. Got lots of money, right? Got lots of money, especially for over there. I would imagine. I know that maybe I'm just being an idiot saying that, but he's got lots of money, and good-looking kid. Yeah, I'm sure he's doing that. Getting lots of estranged. You know what they say? Getting a lot estranged in Slovakia. All right. I don't know if he's got a girlfriend. If he's got a girlfriend, don't listen to this if he's got a girlfriend, because you won't like it. And listen, I don't know what he's doing over there. I'm just being an ass. All right. We have 2 minutes or so. I'm going to do a preview. So if you want to say anything now's the time. Or I'm just going to go and do my preview because, hey, it's my show. Oh, yeah, I'm doing that. No more. I'm going to go do a preview then. Here comes the preview. Tonight's game, the 69th of the season, is the 27, 35, and 6 Montreal Canadiens taking on the 33, 27, and 7 Florida Panthers. How to watch this game. Start time 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific in Canadiens region, as always during the week. TSN 2 in English, RDS in French. And that's dog for, in the Panthers region, BSFLX. And if you're streaming, I don't even know where to tell you anymore. NHL 66, I just went to try to take a 1 month. You got to buy Bitcoin to do that. Pay by Bitcoin. So I'm not doing that. Yeah, just ask me in the chat and I'll tell you where I'm watching it at the time. Season series. They beat us 7-2 in Florida on December 29th. They beat us 6-2 in Montreal, January 19th. They're playing tonight and then March 30th, once again in Montreal. So we'll see how that goes. Last 10 record, Montreal 2-6-2. They won their last game, and Florida 6-3-1, and they lost in overtime or shootout in their last game. Home and away record, Montreal away from home 13-18-3, and Florida at home is 19-10-4. And I believe they're 5 points out of a wild card. Tail of the tape, scoring chances for percentage, 43.4%. And that's Montreal. That's 30th, 54.9%. That is the Panthers. That's third in the league. Goals per game, 2.74 for Montreal, 28th. 3.39 for the Panthers, 9th. Goals against per game, 3.62 for Montreal, 27th. And 3.36 For the Panthers, that's 23rd. So basically, they score as much as they give up. Power play percentage, 15.9% for Montreal, 31st, and 22.1% for Florida, 12th. That's good power play. PK percentage, 72.4 for Montreal, 31st, and 74.3 for Florida, unlisted. I will have to say it is probably somewhere like 27, something like that. I'm guessing. Head-to-head record, 0-2-0 for Montreal, 2-0-0 for the Panthers. Face-off percentage coming into this game, Montreal 49% even. That's 20th. And Panthers are 48.4%, 24th in the league. And shots on goal, 4, and shots on goal against per game. So shots on goal, 4 for Montreal, 27.5. And against, for Florida is 36.9. And against, shots on goal allowed, 33.9 for Montreal, 31.8 for the Panthers. And goalies tonight, Sam Montembeault making his second start in a row, 13-13-3, 3-3-1 goals against, 905 save percentage. No shutouts. It'll be Bobrovsky. So Bob's going to make the start tonight, 21-17-3, 298 goals against, 904 save percentage, 1 shutout. Players to watch over the last 5 games. Excuse me. For points, Alex Belzile leads Montreal with 5 points, and Matt Tkachuk for the Panthers with 8 goals. Josh Anderson with 3 for Montreal. Montour with 2 for the Panthers. Assists, Drouin with 4 for Montreal. Tkachuk with 6 for the Panthers. And plus minus, Edmondson is a +8, and Montour is a +5 over the last 5 games. That's not bad from Edmondson. I said that the inflection was wrong. That's not bad for Edmondson. He actually does well that way. Usually he's a shutdown guy. He doesn't. He's not on the ice usually for a lot of goals against. And there you go. He's starting to play that way again, I guess. I don't think I was done. Team leaders. In goals for Montreal, still Caulfield with 26. Carter Verhaeghe with 32. For Panthers points, Nick Suzuki with 51, Matt Tkachuk with 87. Average time on ice, Mike Matheson, the ex-Florida Panther, 24-12, and Brandon Montour, 24-13. And wins, Jake Allen with 14, and Bob, that's Sergei Bobrovsky with 21. Bottom 11, I believe unchanged. We'll go from 11 down. Ottawa, Detroit, Vancouver, St. Louis, Arizona. Arizona's just 1 point ahead of Montreal, who are just 1 point ahead of Philadelphia. Then there's Anaheim, Chicago, San Jose, and Columbus. Panthers top 5 in scoring. Matt Tkachuk, 30 goals, 57 assists, 87 points. Carter Verhaeghe, 32 goals, 25 assists, 57 points. Did I say 57 for Tkachuk? It was 87. I didn't say that, but he's got 57 assists, and I think that's what I thought. I don't know what I'm doing. Alexander Barkov, 17 goals, 39 assists, 56 points. Brandon Montour, 12 goals, 43 assists, 55 points. Sam Reinhart, 23 goals, 25 assists, 48 points. For the Habs, I showed top 8 because 3 of those guys on the top 8 are not playing, and shouldn't be back at all this season, so I'm going to bring other guys in. Suzuki, 21 goals, 30 assists, 51 points. I'm going to bypass the guys that aren't coming back. Anderson, and I don't know for Doc, but it doesn't look like it. Anderson, 21 goals, 9 assists, 30 points. Hoffman, 11 goals, 16 assists, 27 points. Drouin, 1 goal, 24 assists, 25 points. Matheson, 6 goals, 15 assists, 21 points. Okay, Panthers lineup. Barkov in between Listerine, Luostrin. I don't know what his name is. I'm just going to call him Listerine. Listerine and Duclair. Bennett in between Verhaeghe and Tkachuk. Lundell in between Lomberg and Reinhart. Stahl in between Cousins and White. Forsling and Ekblad. Stahl and Montour. Mahura and Gudis. And Bobrovsky and net. And there's the lineup for the Panthers, Montreal, unchanged. Lineup is unchanged except that Monty. No, that's not unchanged. Why did I hear it's unchanged? Monty's in that last time. It's unchanged. No, because I think I heard it said that it was unchanged except for Monty making the start, but Monty made the start last time. So Suzuki in between Pitlick and Guryanov, Drouin in between Hoffman and Anderson, Tierney in between Harvey Pinard and Ulinen, Belzile in between Pizzetta and Richard, Matheson and Kovacevic, Edmondson and Barron, Gooley and Savard, Monty making the start. That's it. That's all. There's a preview. We have about about 19 minutes till I gotta go. So we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. In those 19 minutes, ask me any questions. I shall tell you very many lies. Where was I? Mike. Hey, Mike. Ron Hextall was not the type of player that was a role model. Not true. Not true. I think he was a role model for assholes and for idiots on the ice. Who's this? Rick? He's been targeted like Price was. He was going to be a hell of a goalie, but everyone started running him by accident, full speed, elbow first. Price coped with booze, Benny with anger issues. I don't watch him enough to know that that is true or not true, to be honest with you. So, I mean, if that's what you're saying, Price coped with being run, and that's the reason why he drank. I don't know that that's true either. So yeah, I'm still going to say that. I'm going to call Bennington an asshole. Sorry. We can agree to disagree on that. How's that? Solid stats for Matheson. Yes. And imagine on an 82-game schedule, Matheson's numbers would be really great considering 31 points is his career high. So yeah, I think Matheson was a really great move to pick up Matheson and trade him for Petrie. Mary Jo, 5-2, Habs, Ulinen, Monty not giving up the first goal. I'll give you mine because I kind of have it that way. I'm going with 4-3 Habs and Carter Verhaeghe getting the first goal. So BL, where's PK? Banned. If he comes on again and does that, I'm just going to shut him down. Or if anybody else that looks like it was him just posing as someone else, I'll shut it down. Don't worry. Hey, Wayne, how you doing? Go Habs, go. I'm probably giving it away what I'm about to do. Bob Cat, I gotta get something else because it is starting to get old. It's nice. I gotta get a new one. That's going, Bob. Petrie not the same since our Stanley Cup run. You're right. Since the Stanley Cup run. Oh, Phil, there was a guy that was in last night just posing as, I don't know who he was posing as, and being annoying. So, yeah. I doubt he's going to come back, at least not as that name, be another name. It's probably that guy that was in, it's been a while since he was around. He was always posing as a different person. It's probably that guy. Probably. Hey, Ghislain, 5-4 Habs, Barkov for his goal. That would be, I was going to say 3 games in a row at 5-4. No, it was 5-4, 6-4, back to 5-4. It hit 12. Where the hell are you that it was 12 degrees? Jeez. I mean, it was nice here, but I don't think it hit 12, maybe 5. But I don't, some very light snow flurries, like very light and very short. Drew, hey Drew, how you doing, man? 4-2 Habs, Anderson, first goal. I'm not 17. That's his number. BL says got Panthers winning 4-2, and Pavel Bure with the first goal. He's coming out of retirement just to play tonight. Lucas, hey Lucas, 4-3 Habs. Barron first goal. You're just west of Toronto. Boo, Toronto. It's not fair that Toronto gets nicer weather than Montreal. Gislain says also today felt chilly inside the house. Really? No, I can't say that here. BL is changing to Reinhardt. All right. I had, by the way, just in case I didn't say it often enough, I only said it once. 4-3 Montreal, Verhaeghe with the first goal. Anyways, we still have 14 minutes, so whatever you guys want to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. It really is. So whatever you want to talk about, we can do that. I don't know. We can talk about I'll remind you guys. Let me do that. Why not? Gonna remind you on Saturday. Let me get it right this time. Saturday after the game, about a half hour after the game. Right now it's tentatively 10:15. We're gonna do no wrong. That's the wrong thing. What did I do? I dropped it. No, there it is. Life After Habs, me, Pete, and Matt said he's going to be there. So potentially he's going to be there. And we're going to do another post-game show, have a lot of fun, and maybe go a little crazy, losing my voice probably, and just have a lot of fun in general and talk about, the game and the situation with the Habs, whatever that is that day, and whatever you guys want to talk about. So hopefully you guys will join us for that. Yeah, I don't know. What else? Talk to me or I got nothing. Yeah, but 22 degrees in the house. That should be nice. See? My dog's telling me. Okay, Ray, enough, right? Okay. 8 degrees on the coast. Like I said today, I don't know if it hit 5. Right now, last I saw, just not long ago, was 2. But it's okay. The weather's good. It's not cold. I don't consider that cold, And spring is literally around the corner. I don't know if it's 19th, 20th, or 21st. It's one of those 3 days, so it's literally around the corner. And also signals the end of the season coming up, as there are. This is game number 69 tonight. I'll wait for everybody to finish laughing. And so that leaves just 13 games after tonight. BL, yeah, I was reading that. What he's saying is Gary the Weasel. I call him Gary Evilman. He says there's nothing wrong with the structure, the way the playoffs are done, even though it seems like most players, if not all players, would like to go back to the 1-8 way of doing the playoff. He says there's no problem. They're not changing anytime soon. Over his dead body, will they change the playoffs? BL, we're used to hearing bad weather out of your part of the world. We're getting that tomorrow, by the way, freezing drizzle. Not freezing maybe, but rain all day. Sorry if I just made a lot of noise drinking because it sounded loud to me. Let's see, 25 or 22 is what? It's 44. So you look at 40 and 32 is 72. 72. I don't need a sweater at 72. No. The reason that it's just that it's the chill from it's still not warm enough outside to not have a chill inside. That's all. But 72, come on. I'm good at 72. I don't know. I don't have a thermometer in here. I don't know what temperature it is in here. My window's open, but not very much. Just a little bit for air transfer. And that's it. I got all my lights on, so that helps. I'm going to talk about something interesting, though. I don't think people are watching this going, oh, look, they're talking. I might as well go watch the paint dry. That's how interesting this is. Yeah, I mean, what are you guys expecting from the game tonight? This is a game where do you want them to win or do you want them to lose? Because if they lose, that means Florida wins, gives them more points. They're getting closer and closer. Like, I'd rather see the Habs beat the Panthers, help keep them down a little bit. They might. I don't think it'll affect their standing. So, yeah, I want Habs to win tonight because I think it's more important for them to beat the Panthers than the Panthers to beat us. How's that? That's what I'm saying. BL is right. Eat a burger, you hippie. Who are you talking? What? Oh, I didn't read that one yet. I get it. Okay, wait, I got more to read then. I prefer the 1-8 format, says Bob. There should be a benefit for finishing 31st. There shouldn't be a benefit, even though I get it. There are no guarantees in sports. I mean, there shouldn't be a benefit for finishing last because I think it's easier, by the way, doing the way they're doing it now. The last team doesn't have to play the best team, only the best in your division, which could be bad. But no, I think the 1-8 is probably better as well. It's fairer for the teams that did well and deserve it. And if the bad teams, the worst teams are going to do well, they got to climb that big hurdle. I think that's fair. You're talking to Phil. You're talking to Ghislain, right? You're not talking to me. Eat a burger, you hippie, right? Because I'm a hippie guy, right? All right. I say that a lot, right? I'm saying that a lot, right? Like, right. I'm saying that a lot, right? Benefit for finishing number 1 in conference. Yes, that's what I knew you meant that. Baybite says, cold. When I grew up in Glace Bay, the house was heated by a coal stove and had to be banked at night, so we went to bed with a lot of heavy blankets. And when we got up, we had to knock the ice off of our dicks because it was so cold. The last team should have to play the top team. Yes. Doesn't anyone sleep next to a gorgeous lady anymore? Warm. Not anymore. 20 equals 68. 20, 40, 36 is 68. That's right. Why not? I do it. I have my system and it works. I just was running it in my head. Yeah, I don't think that'll go over well with the vegan hippies or the vegetarian hippies, Phil. Bob, they sure as hell did. LA Kings proved the 8th place team can get in and win it all. Habs almost did it. They made it to the finals. Ghislain eats meat a lot. Actually, I was born in August. Maybe that is why I always chill. And you know what they say, right? You can't beat Ghislain's meat. You just can't. The old company houses with the piss pots. Yeah, you guys out over that way. A little bit behind us over here, I guess, in my day. They would freeze overnight. Yeah. My brother-in-law, born in February. I'm born in February. Always too hot. Kind of. I used to be like that, and not anymore. I grew up in the hub in a company house, so we grew up in a cold house. But yeah, listen, between having to fight off the dinosaurs when you're going out to get firewood, and what do you want? Dayby's just only 8 years older than me. It's not like it's a lot, but it's a lot, right? All right. What's up next? I grew up in a brick house right on the Atlantic Ocean. We didn't warm up until June. I grew up, and the girl next door was built like a brick house. Does that count? Because I don't know. You didn't fight the dinos. You hid from them for sure. Me, yeah, me and Baby both. I was in diapers though. Not firewood. We burned coal and we dug it together too. Yeah, imagine in those days it was coal. It's your guys' fault. Why all the climate change then? All right, I got another 3 minutes to go crazy with you guys, and then I got to take off and get ready for the next show. And hopefully, I will not have been picked up by the Douglas Hospital and brought in for observation. I grew up where the men were men and the sheep ran scared. As Drew. I mean, he's from like Edmonton out that way. It's very different over there, apparently. Very different. Baby grew up in the heart of coal country. Was there a lot of coal mining or whatever, coal usage, I guess, in Nova Scotia? Did I do the game preview? I sure did. You had me scared there for a second. I had to think it. Yeah, I did. I did it. Geez, that's like 17 minutes ago. Finished it when I was at 20 minutes, I think. And it's now at 37, 38 now. Giselle says his father's aunt was fetched by the cops when a brawl started in a bar. The beast of a woman split the guys apart. I believe that. We have our own version of Justified on CB Island. Bob, I'm thinking in my head the Time Warp song from what's that movie? Let's do the Time Warp again. Great voice, though. You got to admit. Great voice. You working on your prediction? You don't got much time, though. Didn't you give one, though, already? 4 years at the Armories in the Sterling. I imagine that's in the Army, right? The Armories, that's where the Army boys hang out. Where men are men. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Thank you, Bob. That's the movie. I saw it only once here in the theater, in the Repertory Theater here in Montreal, and it was a hoot. And I should say I saw it twice, and then I saw once in my hometown, which is Poughkeepsie, New York. I went back for a visit, and me and my cousins, we went, and it was totally different. It was still fun, but it was totally different what the audience was doing. I found it more fun here. Well, all right. As soon as Bob gives us his guess here, I'm going to have to take off. And Bob, you're holding up. My dog is going like, Bob, I'm hungry already. Give your guess. And you're running out. As soon as this is done, I'm off. I bet you smoked a hoop before you went to it. What is that again? Let me see now. Back then, not in the U.S. We did, but not near, because I was on vacation. You know, we couldn't bring anything really, and couldn't get much then. I remember correctly. The first time, but I guess so. Not like today, though. So, if that means anything, I don't know. Come on, Bob, counting down here. 5-3, Florida. Gurianov first goal. Gotcha. On that note, and that last puff that I'm taking, I'm calling it a show. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Had a good time. I will see you in 18 minutes. In 18 minutes for the live hangout of the game. And hopefully you guys will come back and join me for that as well. So till then, stay safe. Peace out. And see you soon. Ciao, everybody.